Yeah.
Welcome back to the Gridiron Expert. We're taking a short break from our coaching hires series to talk about what is happening in the world of sports right now. As we all know, the coronavirus has taken the world by storm. A virus that started all the way in China has affected hundreds and hundreds of countries around the globe, has made it all the way over to the United States, has put the entire country of Italy on lockdown, has seen the United States put a travel ban on Europe. And we have seen terrible cases and outbreaks in states like Washington, New York, some in California, and now many more cases are beginning to occur and spread within the South. And because of this virus, because of how fast it is spreading, because of how many people it has affected, the NBA has chosen to suspend their season. Men's basketball tournaments across the country have been canceled. The Ivy League tournament was canceled just a few days ago, and just today, just a few minutes ago, the SEC, Big Ten, Big 12, and American Athletic Conference all canceled the remainder of their men's basketball tournaments, some of which had already begun, some of which had players warming up on the court before this announcement was made. And unfortunately, because of these decisions, I do believe that the NCAA tournament, the big dance, is soon to follow. Because you look at these tournaments and how important they are to teams on the bubble, and how any team, whether you're the best in the league or the worst in the league, has a chance to win their tournament and make the NCAA tournament. And because they have canceled some of the biggest conferences within college basketball, some of these bubble teams will not have a chance to impress the committee or make a run. Not all these people are going to have automatic bids, which makes me believe that the committee is not going to be able to put together a cohesive and correct field of 64 before Selection Sunday comes in just a few days. And I have to say, guys, that the actions that have been taken here, canceling the NBA season or suspending it, canceling these men's basketball tournaments, potentially, we don't know for sure yet, but potentially ending and canceling the NCAA tournament, is wrong. This is wrong on so many levels. And I want to make it very clear that sports obviously are not everything. The safety and the health of our players and our coaches and our fans and everybody within the country of the United States and around the world has to be the utmost importance, 100%. We don't want to see people go out there and risk their lives and die, or risk getting other people sick, which could then get other people sick that have no connection to these teams because we decided not to cancel these tournaments. We don't want to see that. Safety and health of the utmost importance. And we have seen in the recent days that even the greats, people that we thought were immune, these athletes that we thought were invincible, they're not. Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell both testing positive for the coronavirus. The Utah Jazz Oklahoma City Thunder game being suspended last night because Gobert tested positive. On Gobert, many are blaming him for the suspension of the NBA, and part of it could be because of him. Very careless, knowing that he was sick, choosing to touch other people, touch other people's things, choosing to show up. Got to be smarter than that. Even a great actor, and Tom Hanks and his wife, testing positive for the coronavirus. So even the best of the best, even the most famous people, even the people that are the richest, they're not immune to this. Anybody can get this virus. But we said that this was wrong. We said that canceling these tournaments, canceling these seasons, it's not the answer, guys. It's not the answer. Do I believe that it can prevent the spread of coronavirus? Yes. I do believe that canceling these things can prevent it from spreading more than it already has. But let's look at it from a different perspective here. You look at these men's basketball tournaments first off. Let's start with college, since we do talk college sports the majority of the time here at the Gridiron Expert. You are taking something away from every player and coach and everything they have worked for all season long. You are denying these seniors an opportunity to have one last chance to show out on the court, to end their college careers on a high note. Whether that is by making the NCAA tournament or whether that is just by one last postseason run, whether it's within your conference tournament or potentially the NIT. And once again, the NIT nor NCAA tournament has been canceled yet, although I do believe it is heading that way. You're preventing that. You're preventing schools, the tiny schools, from making NCAA tournament appearances. Schools that maybe have never made it before. Schools that come from conferences that the only representative they're going to have is from their automatic bid, i.e. Robert Morris, Loyola Chicago a few years ago, George Mason, Lehigh. Some of the greatest upsets we have seen, some of the greatest Cinderella stories we have seen have not come from Power 5 conferences per se. They have come from lower level conferences that only get in because they win their conference. And those teams, those players, those coaches, those fans will not get to experience the joy that is March Madness if we do take it this far. Now, once again, I do understand that putting a bunch of fans in an arena, a crowded arena, people screaming and cheering, eating concessions, touching chairs and railings, a lot of potential to spread germs there. I am not denying that. That is why before all this even went down, many of these tournaments in the NBA said we're just not going to play with fans. And I thought that's a fine alternative. While it does take away from the game, at least we are not losing the game. Take away the fans. Only people that can be there are coaches, players, some media, and limited family. I think that's perfect. I think that's absolutely perfect. But then some NBA players got sick. Fred Hoiberg, Nebraska head coach, got sick last night. Does not have the coronavirus, but many thought that he did, leaving the game late in the second half and getting diagnosed with the flu, which some will say that the coronavirus is a glorified flu, that it's not as bad as the flu and it's been blown out of proportion. And part of me truly does believe that. But you do look at what's going on in the countries like Italy, where they are on complete lockdown, where many of these states or these countries are being shown with the National Guard, really putting all these people and states and people and their jobs in quarantine. It's dangerous. It's serious. It is serious, and we have to prevent it. We want to prevent it. We want to practice good hygiene. We want to make sure that this virus doesn't get as much out of hand as it already has. But again, playing devil's advocate here, this is just a virus. Dangerous, yes. Taking away lives, yes. And we don't like that. Of course, we're not condoning that at all. But it is a virus. Have you ever seen a school close when a handful of people get the flu? No. No, you haven't.
Sorry.
Why should that be any different here with sports events? Some people get sick. It's a dangerous virus, one that we've never seen before. But why do we cancel some of the biggest sporting events in the country, in the world, because of it? If you're concerned about it, don't go to the game. If you really want to take necessary measures, don't let fans into the game. But to take away the opportunity for these players and these coaches to play the game of basketball, to take away some of the biggest moments and opportunities in sports, is way too far. It is way too far. I strongly disagree with it. Once again, the health and the safety of everybody is of the utmost importance. But the NCAA and the NBA have made grave mistakes. I'll even do you one better. NBA, I can somewhat see because of the positive test from Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell, both being on the same team, but still. And once again, we know that the coronavirus has a 2 to 3 week hibernation period, that a lot of these people don't even know they have it. They feel fine for a couple weeks, and then it hits them. So there's that dangerous too, and you can still spread it during the hibernation period. This is why it's a dangerous virus. We haven't seen the likes of this before. But to cancel some of the biggest sporting events, March Madness, NBA, potentially no playoffs in the NBA, potentially no baseball for some people coming up, to me, is absolutely ridiculous and a drastic overreaction. Drastic overreaction. I believe the measures are too extreme, and I do believe that this is a major mistake. And I'm actually surprised that the NCAA has gone this far. A corporation, a business that I have dogged on for a long time, saying that they are corrupt, saying that they are weak, saying they are power hungry and money hungry, makes me very surprised they have chosen to go this far. And it also, maybe they're not. Maybe they're not going to cancel the NCAA tournament. But let me tell you this, if they don't, the tournament is already flawed. The tournament is already flawed if they choose not to do it. I'd rather have March Madness than nothing. But take a look at the Ivy League, where they gave the automatic bid to Yale just because they are at the top of the conference standings. Taking a team out of the equation like Harvard, who just a few days ago beat Yale by 14 points. Maybe they would have met in the championship game. Maybe they wouldn't have. Maybe Harvard would have won. Maybe they wouldn't have. Maybe Yale would have gotten it anyways. But you take away opportunities from some of these teams just because of a virus, and you're basically doing the bare minimum when it comes to giving these teams berths to the tournament. When it comes to taking away opportunities to make a run to the tournament. The NCAA, like they have for many, many years, whether it's in football, whether it's in basketball, whether it's in baseball, has been inconsistent and has made a horrible, horrible mistake. The sports world, the world in general, in a very state of disarray right now because of this dangerous, dangerous coronavirus, and with it, the sports world is going down. And we do not know how long this is going to last. And I just wanted to share those takes with you. Obviously, it's something that's scaring a lot of people. Obviously, it's something that's frustrating a lot of people. Something that has kind of divided the world as well. Some people that think it's worse than it is. Some people that think it's blown out of proportion. We want to hear from you. Discuss in the comments. We want to hear from you. What do you take about this coronavirus? What do you think about these decisions being made across the NCAA, across the NBA, potentially the MLS, NHL, and other collegiate sports? We want to hear from you. But right now, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about it. We just have to hope we get a little bit of postseason play and that somehow they can rectify this and make it right for the opportunities and moments that they have denied some of these players and coaches around the country. So from all of us here at the Gridiron Experts, stay safe. Stay safe. Be careful out there. For those of you in New York and Washington, everywhere around here in the United States, I know we have a couple people in Europe as well. Stay safe. Take the necessary precautions. Wash your hands. Practice normal hygiene, good hygiene. This is a virus. It's nothing that we haven't seen before. Something that we can't handle. Nothing that we cannot handle. I wish you all good health and speedy recoveries for those that are sick. Watch out for yourself. Watch out for your loved ones. And stay tuned for more breaking news as we go on through the rest of these few days, because there's going to be plenty coming your way. So once again, thank you all for watching us here at the Gridiron Expert. We appreciate all of your support, and stay safe out there.